See, the thing is this. Look,
Mhm.
you have Jokic, you have Murray. That's a
Mhm.
great 1-2 punch duo, and they won a
Mhm.
championship. I don't think Wemby is good enough, at least right now, or even in the next 3-4 years,
Mhm.
with Fox to be able to replicate that kind of success like Jokic and Murray did.
You hit it on the head. Wemby, all time talent. I can recognize that. And I know people probably think I shit on Wemby or whatever, whatever. But it's because offensively, as a number one option on the championship team, people gotta understand it's in the 80 years of NBA basketball. There's probably been like how many? Like 15, 20 legit number one guys on championship team. So to that's a high bar. Wemby's nowhere near that, man. As a number one option, where is he at right now in this current league? He's probably like the 15th through 20th, somewhere around there, as number one guy in the league right now. Dude averages like 24 points, take a whole bunch of threes, and he's kind of an average shooter at that. He's not ready. This is not gonna work because him as a number one option, not Fox as a number two. Fox has a potential to be a top 5, top 10, number two option in the NBA, bro. He's that
Mm-hmm.
good. He's a
Mm-hmm.
clutch player of the year
Yeah.
award winner. He averages 25 points, one of the fastest players in the league. Like, as a number two, it's not, bro. You can't name 10 number twos better than De'Aaron Fox. I don't give a damn. Now, everybody ain't gonna be a number one, but like you said, it's Wemby. Wemby ain't good enough to be a number one right now, bro. But they still should make the playoffs.
Yeah, they better make the playoffs.
They
And
better.
everybody's saying, oh, they can get through the play in or whatever. I would hope so. I would hope so.
Okay, let me look.
Um, but
This keep going. I'm gonna look
I
at
was
it.
gonna say now the trade itself, I do think they kind of fleeced a little bit. They didn't have to give up nobody.
Yeah,
They didn't have to give up nobody. So in that regard, I think they kind of fleeced. And so you get Darren Fox. You didn't have to give up any real major picks. Gave up the only major pick is the 2031 Timberwolves pick. So you're just betting that Anthony Edwards and them are going to have a falling out in a few years.
yeah.
Oh well,
I,
okay.
I give you that. I
I
give
mean,
you that. But okay, where does Stephon Castle fit into this? Because I ain't gonna say I wasn't the biggest fan of him. I'll talk shit about him too.
mm-hmm.
But over these last couple weeks, the last few games, well, you can say probably it's been a month. Stephen Castle been looking good, and he looks legit. They got him listed as like 6'5", 6'6". He looked like he really probably 6'7", bro. Because I saw him
Mm-hmm.
standing next to Jeremy Sohan, who's listed at 6'9". Damn,
Mm-hmm.
they're looking eye to eye, bro. Do you think this could potentially stunt Stephon Castle's growth, bringing in De'Aaron Fox?
If you're gonna say Stephon Castle being an on ball point guard, yes, he's not gonna be a real on ball point guard anymore. He will be like almost like a bigger Jalen Suggs, in my opinion. Maybe not as much 3-point shooting, but just as far as being an athletic finisher, gritty defender, do it all kind of guy. I feel like that's kind of where he fits in next to Fox. He can take the ones on defense. Fox can go ahead and do his thing on offense, and then like I think that's where he fits in going forward. And then he can play make or whatever, facilitate a little bit in stretches. But I just think that's probably where he'll be stunted. He won't get to do as much on ball as had Fox not came and he was a focal point guard. So in that aspect, that's where I kind of see it.
You just sold me. I like that. I like that a lot. And I don't think the jump shot is broken. I just don't think he didn't shot enough in his life. Because I don't watch him because when he was in high school, I watched him go head up against Isaiah Collier. It was like an
Mm-hmm.
ESPN high school game. And you know, in high school, you the guy. You got to do everything. And Stephon Castle, he does everything. Well, he's capable of doing
Yeah.
everything. He can shoot. He just don't have to because in high school he's just running through everybody. And
Mm-hmm.
in UConn, he still was like athlete role player. He never had to be like, here's the ball, go work on your shot, get your shot, and consistent. Like it's not broken. He just ain't had to shoot a lot in his life. He was six,
Yeah.
7 point guard. He get to the rim, dunking on people and all that. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't think his jump shot is broken. I don't think that's gonna be a problem over the long term. Him shooting. I don't
Yeah.
see him even this year, take some shots and they look good. But I like the Jalen Suggs. I like that as a role for him. Devin Vassell, what's your 5? What's the 5 now? Because they didn't have to give up nobody. What is the best current 5 for the San Antonio Spurs?
I mean, I like the 5 of Fox, Castle, Vassell, or Fox, Vassell, Castle, and like that little trio, Sohan and Wemby. I mean, where else would you? Zach Collins isn't there. I mean,
right now, I don't like that Sohan and Castle can't shoot right now.
True.
I think it's Sohan good, bro. Are we sure he's good?
He's a different kind of player.
Because everybody say, "Oh, Sohan, he's they Dennis Rodman." That nigga don't rebound like that, bro. Like he's not that great of a defender like that. Like people just be, people just throw out stuff too much. Like calling him Nate Dennis Rodman is crazy, bro.
Yeah, people like him because he's different, but he still has. I mean, he's not going to change your life.
Because my thing is, going forward on a championship team, are these the pieces? If not, who is you replacing? Because
they gave themselves the flexibility to kind of see going forward.
Okay.
And then evaluate that and then be like, okay, we can make the moves based off of what we've got, the data we've gathered after this season or this playoff run, whatever. So that's what I like about the move, that they didn't have to give up everybody. They could still evaluate their young guys, their pieces, and figure out these are my core. This is my core. And then the rest of y'all, we're going to package up and get somebody else.
Okay. Yeah, I'm right there with you. Now this team is legit to where Palo team was, where you could say like an SGA team is, like the Donovan. Like now, hey, this team, I ain't gonna say Donovan. I don't know why I say Donovan. I mean that. But like the Palo,
yeah.
Babe, I'm just gonna say Palo. Your team is good enough to where y'all should make a run to the playoffs. So,
are you going to be holding Wemby to a higher standard as far as winning now?
Yes. I was just going to get to that.
Okay.
You have to make the playoffs now. I damn near want you to be a 7th seed now. Because I was just going to say, who are the teams in the West now? With the caliber player of Wemby and Fox. Because number 1 is OKC, 2 Memphis, Houston at 3, Denver at 4, Lakers at 5, Clippers at 6, Minnesota at 7, Sac at 8, Phoenix at 9, Golden State at 10. You should be, in an ideal world, better than Golden State, Phoenix, Sacramento, and you and Minnesota should be fighting for that 7th seed, bro. Right now, go get that. Because you 21 and 26 right now. Minnesota is 27 and 23. What's their schedule looking like? Because now, like I said, they got the Hawks coming up. Then you got the Hornets coming up. You got the Magic coming up. You got the Wizards and Celtics. So by the 12th of this month, I'll be able to really tell you how I feel about the Spurs. Wemby, because my thing is we gotta keep it above. People calling, like, I think Bill Simmons had him ranked as the 6th best player in the league. I think that's ridiculous because him as a number 1 option. Now it's unfair for him to be a number 1 option because we all kind of feel like he wasn't ready for that. But that just it just is what it is. As a number 1 option, this team not good enough. And for probably the next couple of years, like you said, he's not gonna be ready. So De'Aaron Fox is gonna be really the number 1. So number 1 is Fox. Number 2 in Wemby is gonna be Wemby offensively for the next couple of years or so. So we're gonna have to judge it like that, and that's how I'm gonna judge it. I ain't gonna be unfair and still judge Wemby as a number 1 option because you brought in Fox. But before Fox, he legit was supposed to be. He has to be the number 1. He's better than everybody else offensively, even though he wasn't good enough. So right now, I'm looking at Fox as the number 1. I'm looking at Wemby as the number 2. But I'm still going to judge them according to that. So at least they're going to have to be fighting for that 7th seed because this team should, on paper, and with the guys you got, be competing for that 7th seed right there with Minnesota. That's fair?
No, yeah, that's fair. I like that evaluation, and we'll see going into All-Star break.
Found some shit
shit I love to do, so I can look comfortable. Searching for a peace of mind, need that when it's time to rhyme. Perfect in every line, any chance I get, and I know it takes time, but I will never quit.